Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Nick. I'm Nick, and I'm super excited to be with you all today with our first podcast.
And I'm Jackie. It's great to be here today, Nick.
Ever found yourself, about to plan something really special?
Oh, yeah, like a big birthday dinner or maybe a family get-together.
Exactly. Or even one of those crucial business meals with new clients.
Right.
And so often, these great plans, they kick off with just one simple step, picking up the phone and calling a restaurant.
That first call. Yeah. It seems small, but it sets the tone.
It really does. So today, we're diving into something we all run into in everyday life: how to make a restaurant reservation over the phone in English. Our mission is pretty straightforward. We want to help you sound natural, feel confident, and basically save you time and stress.
Get that perfect evening started off on the right foot right from the call.
Precisely. We'll share, essential phrases and communication tips.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because mastering something that seems simple, like booking a table, well, it can actually unlock a lot of confidence for your broader English communication.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, things like clarity and politeness, they're just powerful tools everywhere, highly transferable skills.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. We're going to
Okay.
start with the absolute basics.
The foundation.
Yeah, the foundation, and then we'll build up to some slightly more complex scenarios. We want to give you short, friendly lines you can basically use today.
Sounds good. Get ready. Maybe even repeat some key phrases after us.
Definitely. Okay, let's kick off with that foundation. The straightforward reservation. Even this basic call has key elements for success.
Right. For just a simple booking, it really boils down to stating three things clearly.
Which are?
Who's dining, so your name, when you want the table, the time and date,
Yeah.
and how many people will be there.
Get those three across clearly and you're pretty much set.
Exactly. You're off to a great start.
Let's imagine the caller says something like, "Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for 2 at 7 p.m. tonight, please."
Nice and clear. And the restaurant might just come back with, sure, under what name?
And the caller gives their name. Alex.
Simple. That's great. Your phone number?
555-0198.
Perfect. See you at 7.
And then you just finish with a polite, "Thank you, bye."
And that's it. Done. What's really insightful there is just how fast those essential details get exchanged.
Yeah, it's very direct.
Very direct. And that directness, well, it's not just about speed. It's actually a kind of politeness in itself,
Mhm.
You're respecting the staff's time.
That makes sense. In service contexts, especially in English-speaking ones, clarity often wins over, elaborate introductions.
Totally. Give them exactly what they need, quickly, clearly. No unnecessary rambling. Staff really appreciate that.
And nailing that simple exchange, it builds confidence, doesn't it?
It really does.
Okay, so once you've got the hang of that basic booking, what about when things change? Like you need to shift the time or maybe even the whole date?
Ah, yes. The changes.
It still needs that polite tone, obviously,
Yeah.
but there's a little more detail involved.
Yeah. And when you're changing something, the main principle is still clarity. You need to state the existing information first.
Right, so they know which booking you're talking about.
Exactly. State the original details, then clearly present your new request. It just helps the restaurant staff find your booking quickly and process the update smoothly. You're basically helping them help you.
Okay, let's hear how that might sound. Let's say I want to change the date, so I call the restaurant and say, "Hello, I have a reservation for Alex at 7 p.m. Can I change it to 7:30, please?"
Clear reference to the original booking first. Then the restaurant checks. Let me check. Yes, 7:30 is available.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. See you at 7:30.
See, the beauty of that is how it keeps that short, clear request idea going.
Mm-hmm. It shows that calm, polite approach. That's really vital.
Or if you need to push it out even further, could I move it to next Friday, 7 p.m., please? Works just as well.
So the key takeaway, if we boil it down to one line,
What would that be?
keep the old info, then give the new info. Easy to understand. That's your basic pattern for any change request.
Simple. Okay, let's level up again. What about adding specific details? Things
Okay.
like dietary needs or special requests.
Right. This is important stuff.
The core message here, just like before, seems to be keep your sentences simple, be polite, and be really clear.
Absolutely. And what's crucial here is being proactive. Telling the restaurant in advance about special needs, particularly things like allergies.
Yeah, that's essential.
It really helps them prepare properly. It makes the dining experience safer and, honestly, just better for everyone involved. It's not just being nice, it's practical, and they really appreciate it.
Okay, so here's a scenario for handling dietary needs. The caller might say, Hello, I have a reservation for Alex at 7:30. One guest has a nut allergy. Do you have nut-free options?
Clear, direct. Then the restaurant can confirm, yes, we can make it nut-free. Thanks for letting us know.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. See you tonight.
Notice the efficiency again. The caller states the need, asks a clear question.
And that, thanks for letting us know from the
Okay.
restaurant. That really highlights how much they value getting that information up front. It prevents, last-minute chaos in the kitchen.
Yeah, definitely avoids problems. And there are loads of variations for allergies or other dietary needs, right? One guest is vegetarian.
Or perhaps, no pork, please.
And of course, gluten-free, please.
The general tip is crystal clear. It always comes back to being concise and respectful.
Okay, so that covers dietary stuff. What about other special arrangements, like say it's a birthday, or maybe you just want a quiet table?
Ah, yes.
For instance, it's a birthday. Could we have a small cake or a candle, please?
Nice. Or maybe, could we sit in a quiet corner if possible?
Adding that, if possible, is a nice touch, too.
Shows flexibility.
Right. And for something specific like, could you write Happy Birthday, Mia on the plate?
That could we, could you, plus please,
Mm.
combo. It really is the gold standard for making requests politely.
Why do you think it works so well?
Well, it inherently acknowledges you're asking for something a bit extra, something that might take a little more effort from them.
Right. It's not just part of the standard service.
Exactly. It shows you understand they'd be doing you a favor, and that framing makes people much more willing to help.
Makes sense. And what about business meals? So you might say something like, we have a business dinner. Could I visit the restaurant this afternoon to see the space?
Good one. Planning ahead. Or maybe, do you have a table for 6 in a quiet area?
Or even combining it. Could you hold it for 7 p.m. under the name Alex, please?
Yeah, if you connect this to the sort of bigger picture, it really shows how communication adapts to the context, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, it's a bit more formal for business, naturally, but it's still polite, still direct. You're conveying professionalism, but you're also making a very clear request.
That's a really good way to put it. Okay, so we've covered what to say. For some practical application, let's do a quick drill. We're thinking like a 30-second drill. This is where you can practice stating who you are, when you need the table, and what specific need you might have.
Right. Pick one of these real-life scenarios we've talked about. Practice a short call, maybe just in your head, or even better, say it out loud. Imagine you're actually making the call.
Okay, scenario 1, allergy plan. Try saying, one guest has a shellfish allergy. Do you have shellfish-free dishes?
Good. Scenario 2, date change. Could I move my reservation from Friday to Saturday, same time, please?
Scenario 3, birthday setup. How about, it's a birthday. Could we have a small cake and a candle, please?
And scenario 4, business visit. We have a business dinner. Could I visit this afternoon to see the space? Try to keep that practice run under, say, 30 seconds. Use your own name, maybe make up a phone number, just to make it feel more real.
Yeah, the more you simulate the actual interaction, the more comfortable, the more confident you'll feel when you do it for real.
It takes the pressure off.
Exactly. Well, you've done some great work with us in this episode. We've covered how to book a table simply,
How to confidently change details like the time or the date.
and how to add those specific needs, like dietary requirements or special requests for your meal.
And the core message, running through it all.
Be short, be polite, and be clear.
That's the essence of it. How do they apply in other parts of your life? Outside of just calling a restaurant?
Interesting question.
Yeah, think about it. Well, any interaction,
Whether it's just a quick question you have or asking for information somewhere else.
or even just a casual chat, these skills are surprisingly universal.
So maybe think about a situation coming up in the next few days where you could apply some of these communication skills.
Yeah, maybe not a restaurant call, but perhaps asking for help in a shop or making any kind of appointment.
Because this knowledge, it's most valuable when you actually understand it and then, crucially, put it into practice.
Absolutely, give it a try.
It's been great sharing how we make restaurant reservation over the phone. I hope our listeners found it helpful and interesting.
I hope so too. So that's it for today's episode of Learn English with Nick. And don't forget, if you like this episode, please subscribe to our channel
Hit that like button. It helps us a lot.
and share this podcast with your friends who are also learning English.
And we'd love to hear about your experience about your restaurant reservation. Please leave a comment below and tell us your stories.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back. See you next time.
Bye for now.